Yo, for maximum density,
For maximum density. For maximum density.
Maximum density, syllables per bar at capacity. Yo, every internal rhyme firing with audacity of someone who practiced this till the pattern automatic, till the multisyllabic became pragmatic. As breathing, the breathing is the bar. Inhale, load, exhale across the scar of the kick drum. Every bar of breath precisely placed. The depth of the pocket is the depth of the lung. I expanded to the groove when the drums flung forward on the one. Every verb locked to a beat, every noun disturbed into position by the flow's demand. I write it till the language and the band of the kick drum share the same address. Then I know the bar is at its best. Maximum density, every syllable earned. No wasted space, no easy word. Every bar I drop is built for maximum weight. The density is the state in full dense. Every bar counts. Maximum density, every syllable earned. No wasted space, no easy word. Every bar I drop is built for maximum weight. The density is the state in full dense. Every bar counts. Internal rhyme structure firing on 3 levels. The end rhyme anchors, the middle metals with the expectation. The internal rhyme on the first syllable. Diurnal, nocturnal, the whole pattern is a machine for generating surprise within the scene. Framework of the established groove, you know the loop, you know the move. The bar surprise you anyway because, the internal structure pause before the expected and deliver something adjacent, close enough to feel a humming of the familiar, different enough to register as new to sinister. Precision of the multisyllabic, comfort and surprise in the same bar before your eyes in the same 2-bar window. Maximum density, every syllable earned, no wasted space. No easy word, every bar I drop is built for maximum weight. The density is the state in full dense, every bar counts. Maximum density, every syllable earned. No wasted space, no easy word. Every bar I drop is built for maximum weight. The density is the statement full dense, every bar counts. Third verse, the density unchanged. The SP still knocking in arrangement of the syllables still at capacity. The audacity of the technical approach maintain the full power into the final bar, the final hour of the track. I don't save the density for later. I run it from the first bar to the crater of the last. Maximum effort, maximum return, the deferred. Technical difficulty is the wrong approach. If you can do it, do it. The encroach of the comfortable is the enemy. Maximum density is the remedy. Every bar from one to the end, that's the commitment, that's the bend. I won't take full power all the way through. A maximum density, every syllable earned. No wasted space, no easy word. Every bar I drop is built for maximum weight. The density is the statement full dense, every bar counts. Maximum density, every syllable earned. No wasted space, no easy word. Every bar I drop is built for maximum weight. The density is the statement full dense, every bar counts. Maximum density, full dense, every bar counts. Maximum density. Yo. Rashad Rack, bro. Yo. Them Rashad Rack. Yo. Them Rashad rhyme with you in the half. Them Rashad rhyme with you in the half. Yo. Them Rashad rhyme with you. Them Rashad rhyme with you in the half. Next snap physics, the body move before the mind decide. A kick drum hit the sternum and the neck can't hide. The involuntary acknowledgement of weight. I've been studying the mechanism, the freight of the perfectly placed drum on the body's response. The millisecond between the hit and the wanting. Surrender of the neck to the groove. That window what I write to the move of the bar that land exactly where the kick land. The simultaneous impact that command the whole system to respond. I don't write for the conscience, I write for the response, the honest reaction before the decision. Every bar's a physics problem. Hit where they are without them knowing where they are till it's done. Next snap physics, the drum do the math. Next snap physics, the drum do the math. The groove is a machine for producing agreement. The listener's body in the track and bereavement of the space between them. The gap closes as the drum repeat the doses of the kick accumulating to inevitability. By bar 8, the body's in the facility of the groove and can't exit clean. The machine is working, the obscene simplicity of the mechanism. Repeat the hit in the right place and the body submit without being asked. The great boom bap record is the body surrender at the record of the first bar. No negotiation, no deliberation. The affirmation is physical before it's conscious. Your neck snap physics, the drum do the math.
Then my sideline when you're Rachel in the half.
Neck snap physics, the drum do the math.
Then my sideline when you're Rachel in the half.
Third verse, the machine's still running. The kick's still deep, the body's still coming. Back to the groove with every bar. This is the whole of what we came here for. The music that make the body move before the body know the shoddy. Difference between listening and participating in the great groove. Participating is what listening become the passive, becomes active, the massive. War between the music and the mover. Fall, I'm just the groover who wrote words to the physics. The drum is the real thesis, I'm just agreeing with it. Neck snap physics, the drum do the math. With you in the math. Neck snap physics, the drum do the math. Neck snap physics, the drum do the math. With you in the math. The drum do the math. The drum do the math. The drum do the math. The body submit. Neck snap physics. The drum do the math.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, 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 get on ya, 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 get on ya. Uptown Bounce. Yeah, yo, you know, sound bounce. Yeah, yo, Uptown Bounce. Yeah, yo, you know the makers like this.
Uptown Bounce, the smooth delivery over the hardest drums, the lightness of the flow while the SP1200 comes down heavy on the low end. The contradiction is the whole point, the specific friction of the easy riding on the hard is the groove. I don't fight the drum, I find the move that make the contrast audible to glide on top of the thunder, the inside of the bars where the internal rhymes live. Stacked and landing in the pocket, I get the flow, the space you need to breathe between the bars and still deliver the wreath of the multisyllabic, never crowding the beat. Every dance ball still leaves the kick its seat.
Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums. Uptown Bounce, Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums. Uptown Bounce, Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums. Uptown Bounce, Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums.
The guitar loop underneath is doing something that the straight sample couldn't do humming. Warm for the chop string against the cold SP. The specific tonal decision that's set free. The frequency range between the bass and the vocal. The local intelligence of the producer. What served the track, the nerve of putting soft against hard and making both stronger for the contact, the growth for the bar from the interaction with the groove, the transaction between the rap and the production is live. I don't rap over the beat, I thrive inside a different location, different result. Uptown Bounce.
Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums. Uptown Bounce, Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums. Uptown Bounce, Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums. Uptown Bounce, Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums.
Third verse, the bounce still active. The SP knocking, the sample attractive, and the warmth it add to the low end weight. The great production decision, pick the sample, add fill. The frequency, the drums left open. The scale of the producer is the scale of the architect. Know what the room need, connect the structure to the need. The bar need the same thing. Know what the groove left open, bring the words to fill the space. The drum created the uptown bounce generated by the interaction, not the isolation of the vocal and the drum. The conversation between them is the song, I'm in the conversation. Yeah.
Uptown Bounce, Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums. Uptown Bounce, Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums. Uptown Bounce, Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums. Uptown Bounce, Uptown Bounce, move on the hardest drums. The smooth on the hard, the contrast is the groove. Uptown Bounce, that's the smooth on the hard, the contrast is the groove. Uptown Bounce, that's the
Brooklyn Stomp. Brooklyn Stomp. Brooklyn Stomp. Brooklyn Stomp. Stomp. Brooklyn Stomp.
Brooklyn Stomp, feel the ground shake when we walk through. Every borough got its energy, but the talk's true. When the SB 1200 knocking the bass hit the floor, it ain't what you singing, it's the way to what you came for. East New York raised me, where the concrete was curriculum. Every lesson cost something, every win the minimum of what surviving took. I don't rap it pretty, I rap it accurate, and accurate ain't never witty. When the truth is heavy, the truth I carry loud. Every man I grew up with stood in front of the same cloud of circumstance and made a different calculation. The difference between the outcomes is the patience of the daily choice I made. Mine facing the same wind, same blocks, different direction from where I've been. Brooklyn Stomp, feel it in the chest, every kick drum a test. We came from the concrete and the concrete still here.
Brooklyn Stomp, the sound is the proof, the sound is clear.
Brooklyn Stomp, feel it in the chest,
Every kick drum a test.
we came from the concrete and the concrete still here.
Brooklyn Stomp, the sound is the proof, the sound is clear.
Don't mistake the raw for the unrefined. The raw's the refined when the process behind the track is 20 years of loving what it does to the body when the drums hit right. Because the next snap is the proof of concept. The involuntary is the most correct response you can get. I don't want polite, I want the room to move before the room decide it might. That's the goal of every bar I put on wax. Every loop I flip, every break I max out in the low end to the speaker box move. The tool is the drum is the groove is the physics of the matter in motion. Boom bap is applied physics, that's the notion.
Brooklyn Stomp,
Feel it in the chest,
every kick drum a test.
we came from the concrete and the concrete still here. Brooklyn Stomp, the sound is the proof, the sound is clear.
Brooklyn Stomp,
Feel it in the chest,
every kick drum a test.
we came from the concrete and the concrete still here. Brooklyn Stomp, the sound is the proof, the sound is clear. Third verse, maximum pressure on the track. The SP still knocking, the loop still black, and the low end, the bass still holding the foundation. Every bar I bring is a direct translation of what the music was when it was new and honest. Before the polish, before the promise of the commercial packaging, the raw record was the best record. The store, the chord of the boom bap with the body unbroken, the token of the truth still spoken. And every kick drum that hits you in the chest before your brain got time to process. Brooklyn Stomp, that's what we made this for. The floor, the neck, the kick, the raw. Brooklyn Stomp, feel it in the chest, every kick drum a test. We came from the concrete and the concrete still here. Brooklyn Stomp, the sound is the proof, the sound is clear. Brooklyn Stomp, feel it in the chest. The next snap.
Brooklyn Stomp. Brooklyn Stomp.
Yo, 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 man, go down. Yo, 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 man, go down. Yo, 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 man, go down. Yo, 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 man, go down. Yo, 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 man, go down. Yo, yo, man, go down. Yo, gold teeth thesis, argument delivered with a grin. Every ball point I'm winning before it begin. The jazz loop underneath is doing all the heavy lifting for the body while the words are upstairs gifted. The mind was something to hold dual frequency. The drum for the chest, the rhyme for the urgency of the thought. I've been studying the intersection since I dropped the needle on the first collection that taught me both could live in the same bar. The head nod and the brain work, no scar between the two. The groove don't ask you to stop thinking. It opened the thinking up, the linking of the body and the mind through the drum and the rhyme. That's boom bap, that's the thesis, that's the paradigm. Gold teeth thesis, grinning while I make the point. Every bar I drop is the smoking gun, the joint where the groove and the thought meet and neither blink. Head nodding is involuntary think. The drum make you move, the rhyme make you think both. Think both. Served on the offbeat, doing what it do. The space between the kicks is where the music come through. The clearest, the negative space in the groove is as important as the hit, the move of the jazz musician who understood silence as rhythm. The defiance of the empty beat, the swing harder than the fill one. I learned to write bars that breathe, the kill run of syllables, wall to wall, don't always hit. Sometimes the bar that breathe is the one that fit the pocket of the drum perfectly. You make the next snap without the listener awake to why they next snap. The best bar is the one you feel before you understand where you felt it. Yeah. Gold teeth thesis, grinning while I make the point. Every bar I drop is the
smoking gun, the joint with the groove and the thought meeting out the blink. Head nodding is involuntary thing. The drum make you move, the file makes it. What, yo, fuck yeah.
Third verse, the groove still riding like it started. And PC thought it one's a jazz swing, full-hearted. Every kick connected to the bass, connected to the swing of the hi-hat. The whole thing is one organism. I rap on top of a living thing. The trumpet chop is calling like a ring. That means something. The father of romancer, the upright bass is the dancer. Between the kick and the melody, I drop my bars in the middle of the symphony. The sample and the programmed in the real. The head nod is the body saying I feel. It's all of it. The groove, the thought, the weight. Gold teeth, thesis, stay to demonstrate, yeah.
Gold teeth, thesis, grinning while I make the point. Every bar I drop is the smoking gun, the joint with the groove and the thought need to nod the blink. Head nodding is involuntary ting. Gold teeth, thesis, grinning while I make the point. Every bar I drop is the smoking gun, the joint with the groove and the thought need to nod the blink. Head nodding is involuntary thing. The drum make you move, the rhyme is the blink. The groove and the thought, neither blink, 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 blink. Head nodding is involuntary. Both.
Yo, Thursday on Atlantic, the week almost done, the tired. Running on the last reserve, the wired. Hum of the bodega neon. Mr. Kim behind the glass at 11 p.m. The mass of the night shift world starting to move. The bartender, the nurse, the groove of the city changing frequency. I know this block by its leniency. At this hour, who's out and why? The specific taxonomy of the Thursday night sky. Over Brooklyn, the man with the tool belt. Heading home on the B45, the felt weight of his week and how he stand. The woman with 2 bags of groceries to hand to shift them every half block. These people on Thursday on Atlantic equal stakeholders in the 11 p.m. Yo, Thursday on Atlantic, the week almost done. The block in its honest version, the one. Thursday on Atlantic, the week almost done. The block in its honest version, the one. Yo, a subway entrance swallows and release the continuous flow, the specific crease of the turnstile in the exact same spot. It's been for 15 years, the slot where the metro car goes, worn to a shine by 10,000 Thursday hands. The sign above the platform still half burned out. On the left side, the clout of the familiar. These specific broken things that stay broken. And the specific rings, they make in the memory of everyone who passed them daily. The Tuesday version, the Saturday, the daily version, the Thursday, same stare, same burnout sign, the air of the station. You know what it is. Thursday on Atlantic, the week almost done. The block is honest version, the one. Thursday on Atlantic, the week almost done. The block in its honest version, the one. Midnight, the block changed one more time. The Thursday crowd replaced by the paradigm of the late. The specific small hours, population, the towers of the apartments above it all. Dark windows, lit windows, the call of the city running its own schedule, independent of anyone's known preference. The block at midnight is the block. It don't need your permission. The clock of Atlantic Avenue runs on Atlantic Avenue time. I'm just passing through it, dropping the rhyme on the way. The block was here before. The block will be here after the door of the Thursday closes. Friday already starting. Yo, Thursday on Atlantic, the week almost done. The block in its honest version, the one. Thursday on Atlantic, the week almost done. The block in its honest version, the one. Thursday on Atlantic, the week almost done. The block in its honest version, the one. Thursday on Atlantic, the week almost done. The block, Mr. Kim behind the glass, the nurse with the 2 bags. Thursday on Atlantic, clock's on clock.
Yo, the older brother is the first government, the experiment of authority before the state, the first negotiate of power in the hallway. My brother, Ran the house when my father worked doubles, a specific ledger of his authority. No edge here, no cruelty, just the competence of someone who accepted the sentence of the older one and ran it right. He was 17, the weight of the family on 17 is the weight of a man twice that he carries straight. Never mention it then, never mentions it now. The ledger of what he gave, somehow I see it clearer every year.
The older brother, the first government, the one who held it when holding meant everything and nobody asked him to. He just did, that's the true definition of the thing. Yo, the older brother, the first government, more will be hold when holding meant everything and nobody asked him to. He just did, that's the true definition of the thing.
He protected me specific, not the broad. Protection of the concept, the art, specific instance. The time at 14 when the situation on the block convened around something I had walked in the sideways. He appeared in the specific hallways of that situation and changed the temperature without a worthy immature version of me. Didn't fully grasp the mechanism, the clasp of understanding came later. He had relationships, the greater infrastructure of the block that I didn't have at 14. The building wasn't mine. He let me borrow it the one time, save me something I couldn't have saved myself. The older brother.
Hell when holding meant everything and nobody asked him to.
He just did, that's the true
definition of the thing.
The older brother, the older brother.
Hell when holding meant everything and nobody asked him to.
He just did, that's the true
definition of the thing.
He works in Yonkers now, logistics company, supervises the harmony of what he became and who he was. At 17 is direct because the competence of the older brother was always practical, always other oriented. He managed things, he still managed things. The rings of what the block made of him are in the work. The specific him of the man's tools I'm in the needed holding and kept holding past when it needed. We don't talk about any of this, it's understood between us the bliss. I'm not needing to say it is the whole language. The older brother, fellow and holding meant everything and nobody asked him to. He just did, that's the true definition of the thing.
Your older brother,
the older brother,
fellow and holding meant everything and nobody asked him to.
17 years old, he held the whole thing. Yonkers now, still holding, still holding, still holding.
You know her, hold the wind, hold the wind. Nobody asked him to.
Yo, what up, Bill?
Get the move body, and the go. Get the move body and the backs on the prod now. Get the move body and the backs on the prod now. Get the move body and the backs on the prod
Kept to nobody, came up without a cosign. Every move I made was mine along the line. Not pride talking, just the accurate account of what I built and what it took. The amount that nobody saw getting paid in the background. The years before the ground felt solid under the project I was building. The specific yielding of the path before it became a path. I know the math is starting from zero. The first year don't pay, the second's where you question the whole thing. The third is where either the word compounds or it was always wrong. I stayed for the third year, here's the song. Death to nobody, I own what I built. No favors owed, no obligation, no guilt. What I have I put together pieces by piece.
Death to nobody,
death to nobody, that's the least. Death to nobody, I own what I built. No favors owed, no obligation, no guilt. What I have I put together pieces by piece.
Death to nobody,
death to nobody, that's the least. I watch men spend 20 years serving someone else's vision because the shortcut was the pelvis of the deal, the quick in exchange for the long, the strange. Math of the so short, you get the immediate and give the consequential to mediate. Term is fine, a long term. You owe, I didn't wanna owe the slow. Bill was the price of the clean account, slower than the fast route. The discount, patience paid in years, I paid it. The clean account is worth what I waited. And when I started working slow,
work to nobody,
yo,
work to nobody,
yo, death to nobody. I own what I built, no favors owed, no obligation, no guilt. What I have I put together pieces by piece.
Death to nobody,
death to nobody, that's the least. Death to nobody. I own what I built, no favors owed, no obligation, no guilt. What I have I put together pieces by piece.
Death to nobody,
death to nobody.
Nobody,
Get the nobody in the backs on the block now. Get the nobody in the backs on the block now. Get the nobody in the backs on the block now. Backs on the block now. Nobody. The men who built clean, I watched from the beginning. How they move different from those who within it. The line between the name and whoever funded them. The funded man is accountable to bludgeon. Freedom of the man who owes his position to someone's decision. Is the soft ceiling nobody mentions. You can go as high as their intentions for you reach, not higher. I didn't want the ceiling, the fire of the slow bill was the open sky. Longer getting there, no ceiling, that's why.
Yo, death to nobody, I own what I built. No favors owed, no obligation, no guilt. When I have, I put together peace by
Death to nobody,
death to nobody, that's the lead. Death to nobody, I own what I built. No favors owed, no obligation, no guilt. What I have, I put together peace by
death to nobody, death to nobody. What?
No cosign,
Death to nobody,
no ceiling, just the work,
death to nobody.
clean account. Yeah. 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 The drum is the law and the law is respected. Every bar writers to the kick drum connected. The flow breathe in the pocket, exhale on the two. Every internal rhyme locked to what Pete used to do when he flipped the soul, reckoning something that hit harder than the original. The nothing that was there before the sample became music. The producer's art is the choosing of what to take and what to transform. I learned to write to the transform. The norm of the natural bar is the one that fit the groove before the pen was even lit. I hear the drum first, the bar arrives second. The music tell the words where they're beckoned. The drum is the law, I obey. The groove is the contract, I sign it every day. The drum is the law, every bar must comply. The groove don't ask, it require. The why is in the chest when the kick hit right. The drum is the law and the law is tight. Obey the groove, everything else follow. The drum is the law, every bar must comply. The drum is the law, everything follow. The drum is the law, everything else follows. Horn chop on the 2, road stab on the 3. Every element in the track working for free. In the service of the groove, nothing decorative. Everything structural, the narrative of the arrangement is the drums command, the bass confirm, the sample expand, the frequency range, the vocal ride on top of the whole organism without a stop. In the momentum, the production and the rap are one thing. The gap between the beat and the bar is the gap between the map and the territory. Collapsing right to the music is the air. You breathe the words and to put them there. Exactly, not approximately. Yo, the drum is the law, every bar must comply. The groove don't ask, it require. The why is in the chest when the kick hit right. The drum is the law and the law is tight. Obey the groove, everything must follow. The drum is the law, every bar must comply. The drum is the law, everything follow. The drum is the law, everything follow. Third verse, the law still in effect, the kick still deep, the snare still wrecked. Every expectation of a soft landing. This is boom bap, the demanding of the genre. Everything hard and everything earned. No shortcuts in the production, no learn. Helplessness of a shortcut sample, the ample supply of the hard work in the groove. Every element chosen, every move deliberate. This is what it sound like when the music is built and not assembled. The spike of the good track, it hit different from the average, different in the body, the savage accuracy of the drum and the bar in the same pocket. When it's right, you know it, the rocket of the neck snapping. Involuntary, that's the law, obeyed. The drum necessary. The drum is the law, every bar must comply. The groove don't ask, it require. The why is in the chest when the kick hit right. The drum is the law and the law is tight. Obey the groove, everything else follow. The drum is the law, every bar must comply. The drum is the law, everything follow. The drum is the law, everything follow. The kick command, the bar comply. The drum is the law, everything follow. The drum is the law. Go, 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 go,
Concrete philosophy. Concrete philosophy. Concrete philosophy.
Concrete philosophy, the street is the classroom. Every lesson learned the hard way in the back room. Stack moves, watch fools, read the situation right. Knowledge of self is the armor that I carry every night. Grew up on blocks where survival was the curriculum. Mathematics of the hustle, every angle, every minimum. Cold winters built the patience that the summer couldn't teach. Every door that got slammed showed me how far I could reach. I don't chase what can't be held, only build what's real. Every word I drop is tested on a block where you can feel. The concrete don't lie and the concrete don't bend. What you build on it either stands or breaks in the end. Concrete philosophy, hard ground, clear mind. Every bar I spit is what I left behind. Concrete philosophy, hard ground, clear mind. Every bar I spit is what I left behind. Concrete philosophy, hard ground, clear mind. Every bar I spit is what I left behind. The block is the proof and the proof don't lie. What you build on concrete is what survives. 16 bars of pure pressure, no filler in the structure. Every syllable a cornerstone, every rhyme a rupture of the comfortable. I don't rap for the familiar, I rap for the man in the mirror, getting realer. Two-step in the mind before the mouth move. The chess game of the flow locked in the same groove as the kick drum. Every bar land on the one, every verse a chapter in the war that's never done. I seen men fold when the temperature dropped. I seen men hold when everything stopped. The ones who held, they knew something about the cold that the comfortable never get told. Concrete philosophy, hard ground, clear mind. Every bar I spit is what I left behind. Concrete philosophy, hard ground, clear mind. Every bar I spit is what I left behind. Concrete philosophy, hard ground, clear mind. Every bar I spit is what I left behind. The block is the proof and the proof don't lie. What you built on concrete is what survived. Third verse, full force, no mercy on the track. Every word I front load coming hard from the back of 15 years of grinding in the same stone. The harvest of a man who learned to work alone. Don't mistake the calm for the absence of the fire. The discipline is what kept the flame from going higher than the moment required. Control, burn, measure pace. Every bar I drop lands in its exact place. This the boom bap that the city made from scratch. Every drum knock a lesson, every loop a dispatch from the streets that formed the thought before the thought had words. The concrete speaking through me, every syllable heard. Concrete philosophy, hard ground, clear mind. Every bar I spit is what I left behind. Concrete philosophy, hard ground, clear mind. Every bar I spit is what I left behind. Concrete philosophy, hard ground, clear mind. Every bar I spit is what I left behind. The block is the proof and the proof don't lie. What you built on concrete is what survives. Survive, survive. Concrete philosophy, concrete philosophy, concrete philosophy, to the end, to the end, to the end. Concrete philosophy, to the end, to the end, to the end. Concrete philosophy. Yeah. Doesn't matter what you know where that's, man. Yo, don't wanna jump, man. Iron fist handshake. Iron fist handshake. What up with iron fist handshake? What up with iron fist handshake? Iron fist handshake, how I greet the industry. Cold grip, measure pressure, reading instantly. Who came correct and who came with the performance? The informants of weakness, the eyes, the conformance, the comfort under the slightest resistance. I keep my distance calibrated. The instance of the soft rad is the moment I adjust my math. Don't confuse the stillness for the absence of the path. I move when I move, I strike when the angle's right. The patient man in the room is the most dangerous light. Every bar is a brick in the architecture. Every verse is a lecture from the school of hard application. No theory here, just what surviving pressure over years, crystal clear. Iron fist handshake, feel the grip. Every bar I drop is a measured hit. No softness, no filler, just the pure raw weight. Iron fist handshake, that's the gate. MPC 60 knocking like a judge's gavel. Every kick drum a verdict, every snare unraveling. The comfortable assumption I don't rap for the nod, and I rap for the man whose whole body start prodding forward from the neck down when the drums hit right. The involuntary acknowledgement of weight, the tight physics of a boom bap that was built to last. Not the trending record, the record that'll blast in the same room 30 years from now and still make the body move before the mind know the feel. That's the target, that's the only bar. Not the chart, not the critic. How far does the track travel in the body before thought? All the way down, that's what I rock. Iron fist handshake, I feel the grip. Iron fist handshake, I feel feel the iron fist handshake, feel the grip. Yo, third verse, the drum still knocking like they started. SP 1200, don't quit it, don't get soft-hearted. Every sample loop is 2 bars of commitment. Every bass note in the low end, a remittance of energy from the break to the speaker to the sternum. This is what the music was before the modern softening. The raw transfer of force from the drum machine to the body. The source was always simple. Make the neck snap, make the foot move, make the whole room find the same groove without being asked. The drum do the asking, the body answer, no masking of the mechanism. Boom bap, raw loud present. On your fist handshake, on your fist handshake, feel the grip. Jump on your fist handshake, on your fist handshake, feel the grip. Jump up the drum, jump up the drum, jump up the drum, don't quit. Divide the answer. By your fist. No softening in.
Yeah. Play it loud.
The summer is the proof.
Yo. Yeah. You better read loud, Zan. Summer is the proof.
Yo, the summer of samples. Every loop of time capsule open. The jazz record from 67 that was stolen by the SP and reborn as something different. The magnificent alchemy of the boom bap. The old made new by the drum pattern. The bold decision to loop 2 bars forever and build a world inside it. Never in doubt that 2 bars was enough. The groove to stay interesting. The stuff of the great sample is the one that reveal a new detail every pass the real. Test of the loop, does it deepen or does it flatten? The summer groove is the one that happened to deepen every time. Yeah, summer of samples. Every loop of world, the 2 bars unfurl into something larger than the source. The groove is the force, play it loud. The summer is the proof. Summer young, yeah. Yo, summer young, yeah. Summer young, yeah. Chord phrase on the second bar. Just enough melody to tell you where you are in the loop without telegraphing the destination. The jazz musician understood the creation of tension and release in 2 bars. The producer understood the cars on the street needed that tension and release at 90 BPM to find their peace. In the August heat, the sample bridge between the 1967 record and the ridge of the boom bap landscape. The drum machine, the MPC Therizon is the machine that translated the jazz record into movement for bodies that needed the improvement of the tempo and the kick. Yo, summer of samples, every loop of world, the 2 bars unfurl into something larger than the source. The groove is the force, play it loud. The summer is the proof, yo, summer of samples, every loop of world, the 2 bars unfurl into something larger than the source. The groove is the force, play it loud, yo. Third verse, the summer groove still wide. The rider rule still answering from the side. The walking bass still holding the foundation. The drums still swinging. The destination was here the whole time, not the climax, but the sustain. The wax of the great groove is the staying power. The track that hit in the first hour, and the 10th of replay value is the proof of the real. The haiku of the great sample, maximum meaning in minimum space, leaning into the 2 bars and finding the world that was already there when it unfurled. Summer of samples, the groove is the argument. Summer of samples, every loop of world, the 2 bars unfurl into something larger than the source. The groove is the force, play it loud. The summer is the proof. Yeah. 2 bars, a whole world inside. Yeah, 2 bars, a whole world inside. Yeah, you better be loud, man. Yeah, you better be loud, man. Yeah, you better be loud, man. Yeah, yo. The summer is the proof. Summer of samples.
Yeah,
Saturday morning on the avenue, the shop fills up by 8. Before the errands, before church, before the rest of the day, Mr. Antoine runs it like a conductor runs an orchestra, unhurried, precise, aware of every instrument. You wait your turn in the red chair and you listen. That's the first lesson, your turn comes. But first you sit, I learned more in that shop than in 3 years of school. Not facts exactly, how information moves between men, how the oldest talks last and only when it matters, how the youngest jokes loudest, but is everything. How a man can say I'm struggling without saying it directly, and how the room receives that without making a production. Antoine's hands move in straight lines and careful arcs, the geometry of attention, the mathematics of someone who cares. He never rushed ahead, he never rushed the conversation. When he was done, you left better than you came in. The Barber's geometry, straight lines, clean edges, a space for men's things they couldn't say on the ledges. What got built in those chairs on Saturday morning was a kind of architecture that holds without warning. Yo, the topics rotated through the weeks, accumulated weight. What happened to Marcus? What the city council contemplated? Whether the young man from the building was making good choices, whether anyone had been in touch with his father's voices. Nobody preached, that's the code you offer, you impose. You put the information on the table, let a man choose what he knows. I watch elders absorb news about their neighbors with steady faces, then redirect the conversation to something useful in its place. That redirect was the teaching, the practical turn, the ability to receive difficulty without being consumed by it. Antoine would change the subject with a question, always a question, pulling the room to what could be done instead of what had been done. I took that habit into every difficult room I've been in since. When the weight gets too heavy, act something forward, something dense enough to require attention, specific enough to anchor. The barber taught me that before I knew I needed the anchor. The Barber's geometry, straight lines, clean edges, a space for men's things they couldn't say on the ledges. What got built in those chairs on Saturday morning was a kind of architecture that holds without warning. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, you know it. You know it. You don't. Antoine retired in 2003, somebody else runs the shop. Different chairs, different hands, the conversation doesn't stop. Some institutions survive and founders because the form holds the red chairs, the weight to Saturday, the stories told, not for entertainment, but for the transmission of something real, some functional knowledge about how to navigate what you feel. I take my son now when he's old enough to sit still, watch him learn to wait. Watch him start to hear the feel between the words where the actual information lives. He doesn't know he's being formed yet, that's how it gives. This track rolls warm for Antoine, for the Saturday geometry, for every space that held men together. The Barber's geometry, straight lines, clean edges, a space where men's things they couldn't say on the ledges. What got built in those chairs on Saturday morning was a kind of architecture that holds without warning. The Barber's geometry, straight lines, clean edges, a space where men's things they couldn't say on the ledges. What got built in those chairs on Saturday morning was a kind of architecture that holds without warning. Without warning. Without warning. The chair turns slow, slow. The next man sits, the chair turns slow, the next man sits, the chair turns slow, the next man sits, the conversation continues. The geometry holds.
Yo, you know what it is, man? You don't like a city over the park right here with the pay you feel it.
Feels like in the city. Feels like in the city. Feels like in the city.
Always feel like the city got a fever that it like. The heat that press down from the sky and strike back up from the concrete simultaneously. The spontaneously formed community of the fire hydrant block. The kids, the chairs, the unlocked version of the neighborhood that only heat produced. The street becomes a room, the stoops, the furniture, the supermarket. Lottery of who gotta work in AC. 1 in 4 roughly. The free minority of the cool department become the social center, the department of the block's August operation. I grew up understanding the location of every working AC on 2 blocks.
What August feels like in the city.
The specific heat, not the pretty.
What August feels like in the city.
Postcard version, the real
What August feels like in the city.
The concrete fever, hydrants, real of us, of the neighborhood into the street. That's what August feel like, that heat. Hey. The nights in August are different from the days. The heat don't leave, it just changed phase. From brutal to bearable around 10. The men come out on the stoops later, the specific hour when the concrete gives back the terrific heat it absorbed all day in the air. Achieve something close to livable, the rare breeze from the direction of the water. You know which direction you've been taught. The coordinates of relief since childhood. The East River wind when it should come at 11, come from the right side. We were all oceanographers by the time we could ride a bike. The weather literacy of the block. What August feels like in the city.
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 The August block at midnight is its own country. The heat country, the temporary dissolution of the indoor-outdoor boundary. People sleep on roofs in August. The foundry of the apartment building releases and stored heat upward while you try to sleep. The feat of sleeping in August in the top floor. Walk up without AC technique. The chalk up of what works, the specific sheet position. The window angle, the rendition of the cross breeze that can sometimes work. If the building across have the quirk of being set back enough, I know that angle. I lived it every August till I could untangle myself from the situation. Some August I miss it, the whole station of the heat country. The specific city summer.
What August feels like in the city.
The specific heat, not the pretty.
What August feels like in the city.
Concrete fever, hydrant.
What August feels like in the city.
The concrete fever, hydrant.
What August feels like
The concrete fever, the hydrant block.
What August feet
That specific city.
What August feet
That specific heat.
What August feet What August feet
Yeah. Yeah. Night before the first, the specific calculation, running the summation of what's in the account versus what the first require. The math that don't resolve by the desire for it to resolve. $43 short at 11 p.m. on the 30th, the court of last resort. Who can I call that won't make this bigger than the hall of $43? The specific, terrific, short list of those calls. Two names, one I already borrowed from the games of the mental inventory. Who has it? Who won't ask when? Who I can revisit without the weight of the imbalance, the valence of the borrowing relationship. Fragile. Night before the first, the math don't lie. 43 short and nowhere to find a solution that don't cost more than the problem. Two names on the list, that's the whole apparatus. Night before the first, the math don't lie. 43 short and nowhere to find a solution that don't cost more than the problem. Two names on the list, that's the whole apparatus. Marcus answer on the second ring. I explain in 2 sentences the thing about Marcus. He don't make it into a thing. He say Venmo it or come through the ping of the app. 30 seconds later done. This specific quality of the no question response from the person who trusts. Your accountant of the situation, the Gus. A relief from a man who spent 3 hours on the same 43 before the powers of the short list produced the name, the shame that accompanied the call. Real, the relief that followed more real. The debt to Marcus 43 plus the ease. The ease don't have a number, that's the piece I carry on before the first. The math don't lie. 43 short and nowhere to find a solution that don't cost more than the problem. Two names on the list, that's the whole apparatus. Night before the first, the math don't lie. 43 short and nowhere to find a solution that don't cost more than the problem. Two names on the list, that's the whole apparatus. The first arrives, the rent paid, the specific, magnificent return of the ordinary. The debt not the primary color of the morning anymore. The door to the regular day opens, the Wednesday that the crisis shortened back to its normal length. The strength of the returned ordinary, underrated, the temporary loss of it. Those 43 hours of the 3rd floor apartment, math the towers of the specific calculations. Teach you the value of the stations of the regular markets. Got paid back Friday. The no question was the gift that my day was built on. I don't forget it. Night before the first, the math don't lie. 43 short and nowhere to find a solution that don't cost more than the problem. 2 names on the list, that's the whole apparatus. Night before the first, the math don't lie. 43 short and nowhere to find a solution that don't cost more than the problem. 2 names on the list, that's the whole apparatus. Yeah. $43. Second ring. Marcus answer. The ordinary returns. Yeah. Yeah.